She says her boyfriend just doesn't rate.
He's low class, I'm high society.
What? But she had a hot time on her blind date.
Her hair caught on fire.
What?
Yeah, I went to go light the barbecue, lifted the barbecue top, a 4-foot flame jumped in my face.
Meanwhile, he turned up the heat too.
We just went back to my place and went in the hot tub.
He let me borrow a t-shirt and a pair of shorts.
And his motives were quite transparent.
A little see-through for you?
It wasn't see-through enough for me.
Now, will they stay together or have a change of heart?
What?
Welcome to Change of Heart. 7 months ago, this guy from the Big Apple met his California dream girl. He moved to San Diego to be with her, but now she's in Seattle finishing up college. They worry that their long distance will actually keep their relationship from going the distance. Let's hear all about it from today's couple, Brian Curlin and Nikki Armstrong. Welcome to the show. And Brian, you know, moving all the way across the country for a woman is a big move. What made you do it?
Oh, well, I mean, it wasn't just any woman. Nikki's a quality girl. She's very nice.
Yeah.
Very respectable. Very ethical.
Now, Nikki, he grew up in New York. You grew up in California. The backgrounds are different. How does that, affect you?
Basically, I would say he's low class, I'm high society.
What?
He's the spitting image
high maintenance.
He's like a mini Andrew Dice Clay here with the bikini briefs, gold chain, New York accent.
Now, Nikki, what about if you're in front of somebody that matters to you, does he act inappropriately then?
No, okay, my mom. In front of my mom's house, he drinks out of the milk container. In front of my mom. It's disgusting.
My other girlfriend. I'm dating Nikki and her mom, so...
Now, Brian, she brought...
we're at home.
Wait, Brian, she brought up her mom. How close is Nikki to her mom?
Oh, I mean, like I said, I have 2 girlfriends. I mean, I can't do anything without her mom, though. I mean, I can have gas. If I have gas, her mom usually knows before I do.
Oh, really?
Via Nikki.
Because she can smell it.
Is it because... Does Nikki share way too much with mom? Is that the problem?
I think she shares way too much with everybody, but including her mother.
Particularly mom. So, Nikki, when you and Brian have some time in the same town, where does he take you?
He takes me to Jack in the Box. We usually go Dutch.
Jack in the Box?
I don't take you to Jack in the Box. You're a nutrition queen. You don't even want Jack in the Box.
No, but I get taken there. It doesn't matter. I like fine dining. I like the beach.
And you get drive-through from this guy?
Yes, I get drive-through.
Nikki, are you used to other kind of guys that are just a little more lavish with their cash?
Yes, I'm used to a little more, fine dining, a little romance,
your parents
a little
have money.
effort.
Your parents have money. Everyone else you date is probably college people just like you.
No, they work.
Now, Brian, she complains that you're cheap. What's your biggest complaint about Nikki?
Oh, my God. For starters, I'm not cheap, but Nikki is petty. She's immature. I mean, I can tell this girl the sky's blue, and she'll just argue it until she's blue in the face. I mean, it's just, you can't say anything.
Just for the sake of argument.
He calls me immature. This guy watches WWF like 24 hours a day.
Smackdown!
That's like something you do in like 3rd grade. My boyfriend's in 3rd grade.
It's number 1 in sports entertainment today.
His idol is The Rock.
There's a reason why my roommate doesn't think I should be dating you.
All right, now, Brian, what about the fact that you got some problems when you're together? What about when you're on the long-distance thing and the phone? What's that like?
Oh, my God, it's like ancient torture. I mean...
Why?
I mean, it's because, a 5-minute conversation turns into 2 hours of nothing. It's all, she's like about fluff. I'm about the facts. Just tell me the facts.
Oh my gosh, your communication skills suck. That's why.
Yeah, but you're on the phone for 2 hours. Something must be going on.
Yeah, Nikki. Rah, 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 rah.
He's sarcastic.
Me on the other end like this.
No.
Laughing with my friends.
So, Nikki, you say you think Brian's communication skills need some work, but what is it that you get from him that you actually lacked in past relationships?
I definitely think that Brian is more affectionate than most guys that I've gone out with. He is so sweet. He loves the kisses on the cheek and holds my hand in public. He's just not too cool to show that, so I really appreciate it.
Well, that's very nice. And Nikki, you actually have a special reason why you wanted to do the show. Explain to Brian what that is.
Actually, Brian, I'm a little bit sick of the secretive life that you have in New York compared to the life that I lead here, and you don't really share anything, especially the ex-girlfriend in New York. And I'd like to let the ex-girlfriend know now, since you won't tell her about me, that, hi, I'm his new girlfriend.
Hey, there she is.
There are no secrets. There are no secrets.
So, Nikki, what do you say? He's way too close to the ex?
Famous. Oh, no. I mean, it's like a really good friend of his that he won't even tell her about me because he's scared to hurt her feelings.
She asked me not to talk about my social life. I respect it.
He writes emails that I don't know about to girlfriends. He sends flowers that I don't know about to ex-girlfriends.
How you know about it now, right? Who's telling the story?
Because I found out.
Brian, and why do you
checked
think,
my email.
Brian, why do you think this is a good time to come on the show?
Oh, other than her checking my email? Because you never know. I mean, she's a great girl, but we're very different backgrounds. So dating someone else can either bring us closer or perhaps a change of heart.
All right, well, we'll see which way it ends up going. Coming up, Nikki's date started with a fire and ended with more sparks. We're going to hear all the smoking details next. We're here with Brian and Nikki. Now, Nikki asked for a guy with more class, more money, and fewer secrets about his exes. So we set her up with an upper crust Italian who has nothing to hide, well, except his mom's spaghetti sauce recipe. Please welcome Vincenzo Namelli. Hey, Vincenzo, how are you? Hey, how you doing? Vincenzo, I said that the date had started with a fire. Obviously, you came prepared. You got to give us the story of how it's in.
Chris, I came prepared because when we were on our date, you know what? Her hair caught on fire.
Oh, nice.
From barbecuing. And so the flame went up, and so did her hair. So, you know.
Oh, man. Obviously, you're okay now. Explain what you did.
It was pretty scary then, but we can laugh at it now. You know, I went to go light the barbecue, lifted the barbecue top, a 4-foot flame jumped in my face, and I singed my eyebrows and all my bangs here.
Oh, wow.
And it was...
And Vincenzo,
The guy will do the barbecue.
leave it to the guy?
Oh, I did.
And what did you do when that happened, though?
Well, basically, I just comforted her. I made sure she was okay. And then after a while, you know, I just ended up doing the rest of the barbecuing, so. Hey.
All right, if that wasn't enough, Nikki, anything else unique that happened while he was barbecuing?
While we were barbecuing our chicken and vegetables, like a bird-sized moth had flown into the barbecue and was sitting there burning into our food. And I was freaking out, but it was pretty disgusting.
Yeah, that's a little creepy.
It was kind of creepy.
Yeah. Now, Vincenzo, what about her reaction to all these things that were going on? Did that tell you anything about her?
Well, it told me she was a caring person. I mean, you know, she like really cared about the welfare of the moth, you know? But also, I mean, you know, she's sweet, so she also cares, you know, and it's kind of like a girl you want to bring home to mom, show her, you know?
So, Nikki, what about everything we've heard so far? Sounds like the date from hell. What about before you even got together? Were the phone calls just as bad, or was that better?
No, far from it. It was wonderful. We talked for 6 hours before our date, even.
Oh, wow.
It was amazing. We had everything in common. You know, he called me.
You mean you
he
listened?
wanted to talk for long. Oh,
Yeah,
no,
I
he
listened.
was a wonderful
I listened.
listener.
I'm saying she listens. She likes to talk.
The guy was wonderful.
She's got some
No,
things
he was
to say.
wonderful. We talked the whole time, and he called me at high-priced times, which Brian would never do.
A long distance?
What?
Yes, long distance.
It doesn't matter
No.
just as long as you know.
Now, Nikki, you said you guys talked about a lot of things you had in common. What were some of those things?
Some of the things, you know, our families. We both love our mothers.
You guys like to wear
We
rings?
talked about.
I love you, Mom.
Am I wearing rings? We talked about the
One of
beach.
you
We
was.
both love to go to the beach, you know, love surfing and things like that.
Nice.
And we love, you know, fine dining, nice wines.
So a lot of things.
So,
And
we've got
Vincenzo,
a lot of class.
Vincenzo, when you first met Nikki, what did you think?
Well, I thought she was overall that she looked great. I mean, she had a really bright features. She had a great smile, great eyes, nice body. I mean, she really took care of herself. She took care of herself, and that's nice. It's nice to see that somebody takes care of themselves.
Very good. And Nikki, he was obviously wowing you on the phone. What about once you guys hooked up together? Did he continue to wow you?
Oh, yeah, definitely. When he got to the door, he talked to my mom right away, and they clicked. It was amazing.
Mom is
They
cool.
talked for a while. And it was like, I mean,
I like
he
your
loved
mom.
my
I
mom. He
like
had no
your mom
problem
is
with the
cool.
fact that my mom
Your
and
mom
I
is
were
cool.
such good friends because he's such good friends with his mom, too. So it's wonderful.
You guys
and
should go on a
he
double
played
date.
with my dog.
You got him and his mom and you.
I have this little pug, and he
guys
played
should
with my
date.
dog.
The pug is
Yeah.
cute.
He was amazing.
Uh-huh.
He was amazing.
Now, Nikki, what about Vincenzo, the way he looked physically? What did you like?
Oh, I mean, look at him. He's Italian stallion. He dresses wonderfully, too.
Like the way he dressed and the whole
Yes.
works?
We're like a pony.
Okay. Now, Nikki, one of the things you said earlier about Brian was that you felt he was kind of low class. Did you feel you had more in common with Vincenzo?
Oh, it was amazing. On our date, you know, we were sitting there eating dinner, drinking red wine with the candles lit. We had amazing conversation. He actually made me a CD before he got there, and we played it and listened and just ate and talked.
I made it.
It was nice.
All different songs?
Yeah, different songs on
Maybe a
my
mix.
computer. So
Very nice.
And Brian's all beer and TV, so.
Now, Brian, what's
man,
your opinion? Does that sound like a classy guy or what?
That sounds like a classy guy. I mean, you know, but it's a little exaggerated on my half. I'm pretty high class with you. I mean, I like a good beer. I like good beer, but
That's
mixed drinks.
why when we go out, my
Some
mom
wine.
pays.
Dude, because your mom's always with us.
Yeah, but Jack in the Box?
Now, Nikki,
Mom
give us an
has
example
bang.
of how Vincenzo...
It's not a Friday night at Jack in the Box.
Wait. Nikki, give me an example of how Vincenzo treated you differently than Brian.
Well, you know, it was nice. We took a long walk on the beach. It was wonderful, really nice. I was getting cold, you know. We took a walk all around town, and my feet were starting to hurt really bad. He immediately offered to rub my feet. He wanted to rub my feet.
Yeah, nice little foot massage.
Nothing wrong with that.
Where Brian,
nice
might tell
guy.
my feet start to hurt, he says, go sit down. So,
Now, Vincenzo, what were you feeling for Nikki at this point?
Well, you know, I had feelings for her, you know, but I didn't want to rush it because I'm just like, you know, a nice, sensitive guy. So seriously, I basically just didn't want to like rush anything. So.
But you were definitely feeling things.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah. I was, you know,
That's understandable.
you know, until she just said, you know,
Right.
you want to put your arm around me, and I held her closer.
yeah.
So
He's
you know,
so cute. He was all shy and everything. And I told him, I said, put your arm around me. I said,
So
I'm
I
fine.
Don't be so shy. Now, Nikki, earlier you said Brian's really cheap. How about Vincenzo? Describe how he treated you.
Oh, it was so nice. We went to the grocery store, and he was amazing. He was like, get anything you want. I don't care what you want, get it, and we'll cook it. It was wonderful.
And
Brian,
no coupons?
your
No
groceries
coupons?
all the time.
No
Brian,
coupons.
we're at the grocery store for 2 hours with all his coupons and everything. No bargain shop.
One time I used coupons at the grocery store. One time.
Now, Vincenzo.
And I did a good job.
Vincenzo, you held back at the beginning with the affection or whatever. As the date went on there, did you finally get up some courage?
Well, you know what? I mean, basically by the end of the night, we had such a good night, you know, and we just ended up sitting on her stairs, and we just kind of gave each other a big hug and a kiss on the cheek, and she returned the favor, and ended up to be a nice night.
Nice little romantic
It did.
moment.
It was a good night.
So, Nikki, was that the only courage Vincenzo mustered at that time?
No, actually, we spent a little bit of time in my house, and it was getting late, so, you know, he walked me to the door again and gave me a big, nice hug and a sweet kiss on the lips.
A kiss? He kissed you?
Right, a little kiss on the lips action there.
That's a little more action than we had thought,
All
folks.
right, yeah, but don't be playing all innocent over there because coming up, Brian was playing some pretty sneaky games in bed with his date. We're going to find out what they were next. We just heard what happened on Nikki's date with Vincenzo, and now it's Brian's turn. Brian asked for a mature woman with a New York state of mind who doesn't have to tell mommy everything. So we found him a fellow New Yorker who says his secrets are safe with her. Please welcome Kelly Taylor. Hi, Kelly. Good to see you. Have a seat. Now, Nikki, you're seeing Kelly for the first time. Did Brian tell you anything about her at all?
Yeah, he told me she was 28 and a lawyer, which I definitely can see is not true.
Well, that's an interesting little twist there, Brian. Why do you think he did that, Nikki?
I think he was just jealous, basically, of Vincenzo, and he tried to make me jealous because he knows that's the only thing that he can make me jealous with.
And Brian, why did you have to make something up?
I wasn't jealous at all, and I was just being mature, kind of versus immature. No reason to get her hopes up. I knew that she'd have the opportunity to meet Kelly.
Oh, I
on
see.
the
Just
screen.
make it a little more suspenseful, huh? Now, Kelly, when you talked to Brian on the phone, what was the first thing that you liked about him?
I loved his New York accent. It was great. And we didn't talk very long, but the conversation was really smooth, and I just wanted to meet him even more.
So, Brian, tell us about the kind of date that you had planned for Kelly.
Oh, well, I mean, we just started. We got some heroes at the deli. We went to the beach.
What?
Oh, Nikki laughs at you.
Brian hates the beach.
It was cliffs. It was rocks.
I beg him to go to the beach with me. He's like, sand, it's got
And he'll
sand.
never go.
She's like a little beach girl. You know, she
And
doesn't know
Kelly?
what the world is like.
Kelly, while you guys were hanging out at the beach, you spent a long time getting to know each other?
Oh, yeah, we talked all day for hours, just like we'd known each other for years, and it was really great.
So it was very comfortable then, I guess. All right. So, Brian, you went back to Kelly's house afterwards. How was that different than being with Nikki?
Oh, well, number one, I had the remote control and I got to watch a little sports for a change.
That was okay.
Oh, that was good.
There you go. The guys are applauding for you.
Yes.
That's good. And Brian, anything else on the date that Kelly let you do that Nikki doesn't let you do?
Oh, well, after we left Kelly's house, we went to the supermarket and we picked up some ice cream, some dryers, mint, chocolate.
Well, you're not allowed to eat ice cream with Nikki?
Boy, she's a nutrition freak.
No, I'm a nutrition
It's too
major,
fat.
okay? I'm going to be a nutritionist, and I don't like eating. He's getting a little big.
Oh, I see.
I think so.
He's just concerned about you getting a gut. Now, Kelly, besides the ice cream, what did you do at Brian's house?
Actually, we played board games that we'd played when we were kids, and it was so much fun.
And Kelly, what did you
That's what he
guys
does with me all the time.
what did you
So,
guys learn
nothing
about
more.
each other?
Actually, we were both super competitive, but in a healthy way. It was good.
So that makes it interesting at least,
definitely.
right?
Uh-huh.
Now, Kelly, it sounds like, to me, at least, a kind of inexpensive date so far. Brian spent any money at all on you?
Oh, yeah, we went to a great romantic Italian restaurant called Pasquale's, and it was good. We sat right next to each other and had margarita.
Very nice.
Oh, really? Pascal's?
You've heard of it? We've been there.
Yeah, he took me there on my birthday.
Oh, so that's kind of a special place.
No, it was like
It was
our
good,
second
right?
date.
It was very romantic.
Now, Brian, what about after dinner? Some romantic plans?
Oh, well, we just went back to my place and went in the hot tub. But unfortunately, she didn't have her bathing suit.
What?
Well, wait a minute. So if she didn't have a bathing suit, did you go in your birthday suit?
No, actually, he let me borrow a T-shirt and a pair of shorts.
Ah.
And but then he walked out in his shorts, and I got to see his body, and it was good.
So, Joe, you don't think that's bothering him at all then, huh?
No.
Seems to be pretty good for you.
Now, Nikki, you're a little bit bent out of shape here. Are you surprised he took it to the hot tub?
I'm surprised she wore a T-shirt of his. It was a little see-through for you?
No.
No, it wasn't see-through enough for me.
Brian was ready to see a lot more, I guess. Now, what about Nikki? Would she have gotten in a la nude?
Oh, what wouldn't Nikki do nude?
Oh, yeah? What do you say?
Why should you be complaining? Why should you complain?
Nikki has a beautiful body, but I mean, she's known to, clean the house, walk around naked. She goes to the bathroom with the door open. Clothing's optional. She wants to sign a contract right now to come out here with clothes.
There you go.
shy.
She's proud. Now, Brian, what about the fact with what little bit Kelly was showing off? Were you happy with that?
Oh, very happy. I mean, everything isn't perfect. She did have a couple of tattoos, which...
But they're
Well, that
tiny.
bothers you?
They're tiny. I'm not a tattoo guy.
Yeah.
Different mentality. I'd rather see a picture than a tattoo, but...
Right. Now, Kelly, when you guys got out of the hot tub, I'm sure you're a little cold. You had to go somewhere to warm up. Where'd you go?
Actually, went up to his bed.
Up to the bed.
In order to keep women warm.
Yeah, I can imagine. And Brian, just how comfy did things get there?
Oh, we were very comfortable. Yeah! We were very comfortable in the bed, relaxing, hanging out, talking, getting very tired.
Yeah?
What were you doing in the bed? Why couldn't you sit on the couch?
I said we were talking and playing.
On the bed?
Well, we were playing Connect
Lying
4 as
down.
well. Playing Connect 4.
Connect
the
4.
board
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, one of those little games that you can play. Yeah.
We're better to play the game. Does everyone play it in bed?
Uh-huh. And Brian, I'm sure you were having some thoughts while you were lying in the bed with Kelly. What were they?
Yeah, what were they?
Well, I was just thinking that it was just a great, amazing day.
Yeah.
The kind that you almost felt like you wish it didn't have to end. But we were tired, and things were going very well. And I mean, I could just went to sleep and had a sleepover.
But, Kelly, how were you feeling at that same point?
Oh, the same. I felt so comfortable with him and relaxed, but I didn't want to jump to anything too fast, so we both decided it was time for me to go.
Oh, okay, that's
Before anything went
understandable.
further.
Now, Brian, you played some games on the date. What about the final move of the night?
Well, just a very nice hug and a kiss.
Aw, very sweet. Well, both dates were sealed with a kiss, but next, Brian and Nikki will seal the fate of their relationship. Find out what they decide next. With Nikki and Brian. Now, they have a long-distance relationship, and they seem to spend most of their time arguing on the phone instead of making a real connection. So, who are they connecting to today? Let's find out. Brian, we're going to get your decision first. Now, you guys have been together for 7 months, and you actually moved here to be with her, so we know that's, pretty important to you. So, we sent you out with Kelly, though, just to test the date. You guys went to the beach, had a romantic dinner, had a really nice time. You played some games in bed, as a matter of fact. What do you say?
Well, I mean, Nikki's definitely right. There's too much arguing going on. Kelly has a lot to offer. Nikki has a lot more for me, and I'd like to stay together.
Yeah. Stay together! All right, Kelly, sorry things didn't work out for you. Nikki, Brian says he wants to stay together, but we sent you out with Vincenzo. You said he was attractive, maybe more the type that you're accustomed to, like class-wise and that whole thing.
Definitely.
Although it did start out kind of funny with your hair catching on fire, but it sounds like you recovered and had a really good time. What's your decision?
Well, I think Vincenzo is everything you could possibly ask for in a guy. He is romantic. He definitely knows how to treat a lady. And, I mean, after all that, I still miss Brian. So I'm going to stay together.
Oh, stay together. Vincenzo, sorry things didn't work out for you. No problem. Brian, Nikki, it's nice to see that you both want to stay together, and hopefully we'll be able to overcome that long-distance thing that you got going. That's our show for today. Thanks to Vincenzo and Kelly, and good luck to Nikki and Brian. See you next time on Change of Heart.